Yo, welcome to another episode of Bringing the Business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
BC in the house,
Nick
man.
right here, man.
What's good, bro?
Man, shit, man. 11, man.
Show, man.
11, boy.
Show.
What's been going on with you, boy?
Man, staying out the way, man. You know, New Year, I ain't under the resolutions, but I just try to do stuff a little better.
Okay, what you trying to do? I want to hear it.
Man, I just been focusing more on finance and business stuff, man. Just putting business stuff in place, and but I got a word for this year though. Manage.
Okay.
Like, you have to manage your money, manage your health, manage your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Manage your family. You know what I'm saying? So I've been studying that word manage and applying it to the you know what I'm saying, to the many aspects of my life, man.
Yeah, I mean, manage, then I'll say another one that kind of goes hand in hand would be consistency.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like, we can go about trying to manage stuff, but then we fall off sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta stay consistent with it.
So you got to be consistent
Yes,
with
sir.
it. That's the only way you're gonna have progress. So that's one thing that I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to do stuff as far as I'm going back into working now like I was. I want to stay consistent with it, because when I was consistent with it, I seen the changes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was like subtle changes. Like now when I look back at photos, when I was going to the gym every day, I'd be like, man, if I'd have just kept doing it every day like I was doing it, you know what I'm saying? How would I be right now? You know what I mean? So that consistency is key, bro.
Hey, so I'm in the gym. I've been going at it. You know, every time it seems like I get going, I get little knick-knack injuries. So now my wrist bother me. So, you know, it's kind of hindering from my push-up. But I found another little exercise. Just pretty much sit up either in the chair, on your knees, whatever the case may be, with dumbbells, right?
Yeah, just
So
press
like,
it.
Yeah, or no, I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing, but I bam,
Okay.
one,
Yeah.
bam. Man, that stuff got me sore and got me, you know what I'm saying? But I read it was equivalent to push-ups.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we can't let like little obstacles get in there.
No, I'm
get in
figuring
our
it
way.
out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something else. But, you know, like I said, I can't do the push-ups right now, so I'm doing other things. And I'm gonna tell you a little motivation for me right now. You know, I have to lose some more weight, but I see abs coming in because I do a lot of core and ab work.
Yeah.
So man, that was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? That's a motivation. I don't think I ever had no abs like that, man. So I see them abs coming in, so that's a little motivation for me to keep it going. So yeah, I'm in there. I'm in that gym, man. I wish I can. I used to get up at 5:30 and get to it. I can't get out that bed right now, man.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be something that you eventually gonna have to do.
Yeah. So I go after work. I wish, like I said, if I can get in at 5. Give me an hour and a half in there. Come on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? That the rest of your day feel good.
It does.
Yeah, the rest of your day feel good, man.
So
we got a lot to talk about, man. First of all, you probably wonder why I got my Russ jersey on, man. Now Russ just hit 24,000 points.
That's fine.
The 28th player that ever hit 24,000 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he climbing that ladder. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Russ Westbrook. But it's a hot topic going on in the sports world right now.
What's that?
Bronny James.
Okay.
So they just put the list out for the McDonald's All-American game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and for people who don't know, the McDonald's All-American game is the top, I believe, like 24 to 25 players, somewhere like that. High school players in the country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they play. The game used to be here
I know.
at the United Center, but I know they had like an altercation or something like that a couple years back. So the game is not at the United Center anymore. I think it's like in Atlanta or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but anyway, so LeBron James' oldest son, Bronny, I think he averaged like 12 points a game, something like that.
I gotta check that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 12 points. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing eye-popping or nothing jumping off the page at you. And he made the game.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are upset with that, you know, saying that he's not one of the 24 to 25 or top 30 elite players in the country. So how did he make this game? You know what I'm saying?
So to be fair, on my end, I can't say I've seen a lot of his games. Now, have I seen like highlights on different like social media platforms? Yes. I've seen him dunking. I've seen him stealing the ball. I've seen his, shooting jumpers and stuff like that. I've seen that he's had good games. Now I don't know how few and far between that is, but I have seen that he has had good games up against good talent. So I can't say that he isn't because for me, I haven't seen it. So I don't want to say based off of what people are saying because I don't know if they've seen games. Because everything is right now, like who watches whole basketball games unless you're there? Like I don't know anybody that really sit down, especially for high school. Maybe even some college games, but I don't know many people that sit back and watch full basketball games anymore. So to go off of like what you may see and other people may score more points or like that. Like this is one dude, I don't even know how old this dude is. I want to say this dude, he been in high school forever. The dude Mikey, whatever his name.
Williams.
Like he been in high school for 7-8 years. You know what I'm saying? He putting up 30 points a game, and the other guy with him putting up 30-something points a game.
I didn't know he been in high school.
Man, this dude's like been in high school forever. I've been hearing about this dude in high school for at least about 4-5 years. It seemed like that. Okay. Now I'm not.
And you know, a lot of people upset because he didn't make it.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't make the All-American, so they like, how the hell somebody like that, who's both statistically scores a lot of points and as well as entertaining as far as making his name known from the highlight reels and stuff like that. So how did somebody like that not make it and somebody like this did?
I mean, people gonna say it's because of LeBron James, right? But the only comparison that I can make is I remember when my kids was coming up. You had Marcus and you had Jeff.
Right.
Both of them solid players. If somebody with Michael Jordan name, you would think like because they halfway good. Because I think Marcus was like scoring like 10 points a game or something like that. Helped Whitney Young win a chip. But he didn't make McDonald's All-American game. Jeff didn't make no All-American game at all. But he went on to play the Illinois State and UCF with his brother. So if it's just purely by name, then they should at least Marcus should have made it. I'm not saying Jeff should have made it, but at least Marcus should have made it.
But I think at that time they was kind of strictly going by if the player was elite or not.
But so I can't say that he's not elite as far as Bronny is. I can't say he's not elite because you got one thing that we've learned, and let's go back to the different college days that we've learned from watching college, is you can take a player like, let's just say a Derrick Rose who's only scoring 14 points a game at Memphis because of the system, right? Or you got a Duke system that player only scored a certain amount of points a game because of the system. And you could do that same thing for high school. High school runs a system, whereas you kind of limited what they actually can do based off of that system. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not because think about it like with the Mikey Williams guy and the other guy. I can't think of the dude name.
Okay, so the other guy, J.J. Taylor, I think.
Yeah, I know it's something.
So he actually started here at Kenwood.
No, I didn't.
He started at Kenwood.
Okay.
And then he went to Donda.
Okay.
Out there with Kanye.
Yeah.
And then when he went to with Mikey.
Okay.
And he got a game on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that, but I don't know. I mean, I guess for me it's like the debate gonna be did Bronny get in because his dad? Right?
I think he did, and I'm gonna just tell you what I feel.
Go ahead.
I think from a publicity or whatever standpoint, that's why he got in. Because if you think about it, and I'm not necessarily mad at the committee. I am because I think some other kid probably was more deserving. But if you're the committee and you're looking to sell your product, because all of these sports is entertainment before anything else nowadays. Not saying it ain't always been, but
if that's the case, then you put in Mikey in there.
Yes, you're correct. But think about this: Mikey is not going to bring the NBA players to the sideline like Bronny will with Dad being there. Like now, the cameras can go there and you see LeBron James at the game. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it was about more than it was about.
Okay,
he was deserving to be there.
What about the other players? So he the only person that didn't deserve? I mean, I didn't. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
the list.
Of course, we single him out because of who he is and everything like that. I don't. I looked at the list, and of course, if you just read the list, a lot of those people say deserving, but I didn't see a lot of these other kids play. And you know, it's a kid from Joliet West, so we did get an Illinois kid that's playing in the
What about
game.
the little kid from Curio? I don't think he's seen it yet.
Okay, but it's a kid from Joliet West. Forgive me, I can't think of his name, but he's pretty good, and he made the team. But I do think that it was because of who his dad was that he's making that team, and I do think, you know, you could take a step when you go to college and stuff like that and get better and just be a solid player or whatever. But I think he's gonna struggle to make the league. And the reason I brought up the league, because, you know, everybody talk about LeBron wants to one day play with him. So unless, you know, some strings are pulled and from
I
a
want to
publicity
hear your take on, like, so from watching this game, why do you feel like he going, when he get to college, that he gonna not get to the level where he can make the NBA?
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, he's like 6'2".
He's 6'3".
I think he's 6'2", but okay, just say he's 6'3". I don't see like elite point guard skills.
Have
Right?
you watched the game?
Yes, I watch them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I haven't watched every game, but I watched the game when it was nationally televised, when he played against Melo Kid and all that stuff. And I watched a couple other games, and obviously I watch highlights, right? And I don't see like elite point guard skills for a player that's 6'2", 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
I don't see, okay, just say he's 6'3".
How old is he though?
What, 17? 17,
So,
18.
so are you saying, so basically the reason why I'm cutting you off is because you can't judge him off of his skill set at 17, because obviously he don't know everything about the game at 17.
Right.
So I kind of
can judge him, but go ahead. I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead.
I think it's premature though, based off of what you see now, to say that he gonna struggle trying to make it to the league.
And the reason I say you can kind of judge him off that, you take a kid that got the best of everything, the best trainers,
Okay.
the best physical therapy, the best, you know what I'm saying, when I say trainers, physical trainers, and the best basketball trainers.
Okay.
The best facilities, the best, you know what I'm saying? Look at the exposure that he's getting. He has the best of everything due to who his father is.
Right.
And you're still not jumping off the page. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you have the, like, it has to be talent that's holding you back if you have the best of everything else.
I mean, I guess. For me, I just feel like at 17, it's kind of premature to say that his game won't get better.
I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying it won't. I'm not going to say that. But I'm saying right now, I don't see NBA talent.
Okay, well, right now you shouldn't. He's 17. So, I mean, I don't think, you know, you have, don't get me wrong. Don't judge him and put him and try to judge him based off of what his dad did. His dad went from high school or something like that. So that's unfair to put that on him. So yes, maybe as he grows within the game, so he needs to go to college.
Yes.
He can't just jump from high school and go to the NBA.
No.
He needs to go to college. You know, he needs to learn more about the game, and I think that's going to make him better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm not going. I like his game. And the reason why I say I like his game is because I feel like he probably could do a lot more.
Uh-huh.
But I think kind of like his father, he's a patient player. He's gonna let what come to him come to him. You know what I'm saying? And that was always LeBron's knock at first too. Even though
I think that was LeBron's right.
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say I think that was his knock when he got to the league.
Right.
I think when he was in high school, like he showed like I got that shit.
But he had to though. Then think about it. He had to. He the team that Bronny is on, he have other elite players on the team with him. You know what I'm saying? So you can't come out and bust a motherfucker for 30 points or 40 points when you got like 3-4 more elite players on your team. you know, so it's this just like the old Duke teams when you had, who did you have? You had Shane, you had
Jay Will.
You know what I'm saying?
I get them all mixed up. Who was all
right
there together? But I get.
But you see what I'm saying? So you can't come out there with that team and think you're gonna bust a motherfucker for 25 points a game when you get 4 more elite players on your team. So are you gonna average just 10 to 12 points? But that 10 to 12 gonna get you a lottery pick because they know that you're in the system. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he could go out and do more, but he's around other elite players. I don't like on that team. I keep referencing them because I don't know nobody else on their team. So those two, Mikey Williams and the JJ dude, I don't know nobody else on their team, but they scoring all the points. It's easy to score all the points when you are the 2 top players. You got to score 35 points a game. Your other guy got to score 35, 40 points a game.
I mean, but you only got to do that if you can do it.
No, I mean, I think he can do it.
You think Bronny can go out and score 30 a night?
Yes, I think he can. It's just the fact that
I don't see that type of talent, and hopefully I'm wrong because I'm not hating on the kid, but I'm just being honest with what I see.
But
I don't see 30 a night from him.
Why don't you? He can shoot the 3. He got a mid range. He can jump out the gym. He know how to get to the cup. He can finish around the rim. What else do you need? He can handle the ball. I'm not saying he a Ja Morant handling the ball or whatever you name your elite point guard that that can handle the ball, but he has good handle for the ball. Only thing holding him back from scoring that amount of points is he know how to pass the ball. He shares the ball with his teammates, and he has other players on his team that's elite players.
Okay, look at this. Derrick Rose, right?
Right.
And Simeon.
Yes.
He had elite players on his team as well. Big Tim Flowers. He had the other kid, whatever. Like he had about at least three like D1 players on his team, right? But check it out.
How much did D Rose average?
I'm not sure, but listen to what I'm finna say. I remember, D Rose, his athleticism jumped off the page. His scoring ability jumped off the page, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so to what you're saying, okay, I don't want to score because I got these other guys that I got to get involved. Okay, when D Rose went into a role like that, he dominated from just a passing. Remember they won the state championship or whatever like that? Just from him, all right, I'm finna go out here and facilitate at an elite level. Mm-hmm. It's not like Bronny is facilitating at an elite level where you could say, well, he's stepping back and he's just gonna be the facilitator that this team needs. I don't see elite from this kid.
I'm gonna say this.
I see good. I see very good. I don't see elite.
I'm gonna say this. Due to the fact that I haven't seen him play a full basketball game, not even one full basketball game, I can't say that he's not an elite player. From what I've seen from highlights and stuff like that, I think he's a good basketball player. I think that he's deserving of any D1 school to come to him and offer him a scholarship. Now, as far as the basketball,
every D1 kid don't make the McDonald's game.
I understand. I was going to say that. Now, is he deserving of the McDonald's basketball game? I can't say that he's not deserving of it, but I can't say that he is because me personally, I haven't seen him play like that. Now, if I'm going back like Instagram highlights, TikToks, and YouTube, stuff like that, everything that you see screams out, he's an elite player based off of what you see.
And they even said, and I'm saying they because I can't confirm this, but it is funny how he just went from a high number, ranking, a very high ranking, to all of a sudden he's ranked at 28. So this is what what
was he ranked? I was just curious.
Man, it was some high like 60s or it was something crazy like that. Like he wasn't a high.
Oh, so he was like further down.
Yeah.
The ranking. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And so some people saying that he's now 28 for them to justify why they doing this because the ranking just came when he just dropped to 28.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, come on now. Like, what? How did that happen like that?
But why isn't it that he's just playing better? I mean, I get it. He's going to get scrutinized because of who his father is. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? But, and like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying? That's what our show is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and agree with you on everything. Right. But my thing is, why can't it be that he's actually playing better? Why I gotta be because his dad? Why the last 5-10 games he played better? You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about this? That's why I get my phone. So out of the NIL releases, they release the top 100 paid players. He number one at 7.5.
Well, I mean, but that's gonna be I understand it.
And check it out. Look at the top. Okay, I'm gonna name you three players that's in the top 6.
Go ahead.
And you tell me what they all have in common.
You have a famous pop.
Bronny James is number 1.
Yeah.
Arch Manning is number 2.
Yeah.
Now Mikey Moore got it out the mud by himself. He number 3. And then go down to 6. Shador Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
What do these kids have in common, man?
Yeah, I mean, most of them all have a famous dad that played in the league. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
I will say this though, with the list that you just gave, other than Mikey, because his name Mikey what?
Mikey Williams.
Mikey
said Moore. I'm sorry, yeah. Mikey Williams.
So with the exception of him, I still think that Arch Manning is a top level quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So I think even though his I don't think
father and his brothers.
Right, I understand that, but I also feel like he performs on the football field too. He's a top level quarterback for his age. Shador Sanders, yes, he's one of the top quarterbacks at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? In the HBCU. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, his father played a big part of that. I understand that, but it's not like he went out there and shit the bed. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't. So I mean, but are you saying that? I understand what you're saying though. Because of the fame, their NIL deal is going to be a little bit more.
Correct.
I get that. But I say this. So, I mean, think about it. You as a company, if me and you want to build our brand, bring the business, we ain't gonna give it to a high school player who the top 70 something. If we can find somebody who a celebrity, something like that, so
of course. I mean, I'm not knocking. I'm just pointing stuff out. Yeah, I'm not knocking it at all, and I understand what's going on. But I'm saying, like, people stop acting like he got this stuff because he. I mean, think about it. He's top 20. He's top. Just say he legitly at that 28, right?
Right.
And I get it that you need to promote yourself, you need to have some swag, you need to have some charisma, whatever like that. But you mean to tell me none of them other 27, you know what I'm saying, could get a better deal than that when it comes to that? You know that's the LeBron James.
Yeah. Now that for sure. That for sure, because as a company, I'm definitely tapping into that.
You're correct.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you are the number one. If you ain't marketable,
right.
You could be top whatever. I'm going with the most marketable kid. That's just what it is.
And I get it as a father. You want to put your kid in the best position to thrive. So I'm not upset with the fathers. Right. I'm not upset with the kids. And like you just said, I'm not upset with the companies that's doing this because I understand why they're doing it.
Right.
But I'm saying let's be honest and call that out though. Like we can't act like, you know what I'm saying, he's the next coming of LeBron James.
No, and I don't think nobody's saying that. I mean, I haven't heard of that. I think even his father tried to separate it. Yes, he wants to play with his son, but I don't think he's ever said he's the second coming of me. You know what I'm saying? If anybody would be the second coming of him, would probably be Bryce, because Bryce like 6'5" right now. You know what I'm saying? But he's not even saying that about Bryce. So I think it's the media. I think like media people like me and you, that we're trying to put that crown on his head when I don't think they're trying to put that crown on his head. He's just trying to be a basketball player.
But think about this though, which you know what I'm saying, we all know you're supposed to speak stuff into existence, speak over yourself, everything. Bron them started years ago. I'm gonna play with my son in the league. Yeah. I want to play with my. So he's already. That's one thing I'm learning about. Like you say, as we get more and more into this media stuff like that, I'm learning how much the media manipulates a lot of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And he said that I'm gonna play with my son. So you know what that did? So now if I'm an NBA GM,
Yeah.
I'm thinking now, like, man, soon as Shorty get up to date, you know, set up the par. Because, you know, I know you want the best player to help your program, but you also want the player that's going to bring the publicity to your organization.
Yeah, but but here's the thing about that though, because you're right, you're absolutely right as far as a company standpoint, franchise standpoint. But guess what? All of this goes null and void if LeBron is not at an elite level. By the time his son can make it into the league, I'm not saying that he won't be, but if LeBron declines within the next 2-3 years, all that should go out the door.
But it really, if Bronny is that good, it really only gonna take a year. Because he only got to go to college for a year, and then he's able to come into the league.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And think about it. I could see the Lakers picking this kid.
Absolutely.
Whether
I would. I mean, and the thing is, see, we look at it like, yes, it is speaking into existence and stuff like that, but let's be real, B. If it was me or you, we would
do the same thing. Yeah, you're correct. You saying like if we the Lakers? If I'm the Lakers, yeah, you're right.
You gonna make that pick?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a smart business move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he gonna get there and completely shit the bed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you kind of gambling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we have not seen the best of this kid.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
If you the Lakers, and it's really a dope kid there, or Bronny.
So, franchise-wise, if I'm trying to put people in the seats and make money, I'm going to draft Bronny.
But you're going to miss out on this kid that's going to put asses in your seats for years to come?
I mean...
For this one highlight moment of LeBron stepping on the court with his son? Hell no. I mean, I'm getting that kid that's going to help my franchise,
so then once you get that kid to help your franchise, LeBron gone.
I mean, I got to live with that. Because he only going to be here for a minute. So what if I draft Bronny, I miss out on this other kid, right? Mm-hmm. And I draft Bronny, and LeBron, okay, so think about it. That's a year from now. How old is Bron now?
37?
36, 30, whatever.
I think I'm 37.
So by this time, he's going to be knocking on 40. Knocking on it. You know what I'm saying? He won't be 40, but he'll be knocking on 40. So I'm going to risk my franchise and set my franchise back for years for this one moment. And with a player that I'm only going to have for another year or so anyway.
But my thing is, you gambling on that regardless. With any player.
Yeah, but I think I'm going more for that sure bet.
I mean, you saying that now. You saying that now. If you got LeBron James, one of the top players still in the league at 37 years old, and for all intents and purposes, may be the top player in the league for the next 2-3 years, based off of how he's playing now. If LeBron come to you and say, "Man, this is what I need to stay here," that's gonna be a hard decision for you to make.
It is, but I gotta tell him. If this is not the case, if what I'm saying is not the case, and I'm not missing out on what we think is for sure talent or whatever like that, then yeah, I'm all with you. But I'm saying if it's a situation where this other kid is like supposed to be, because nobody is for sure no man, but this kid is supposed to be that. Mm-hmm. I'm going after that kid, bro.
Well, you better make sure you be able to get that kid in, Bronny, then.
Okay.
You better. The thing is, if you're gonna do that, you better for sure make sure LeBron understands that I'm gonna get him in. I'm trying to get him.
But I think he said something like he don't mind playing with him or against him. He want to be on the court with his son.
I mean, well, however it go.
You know what I'm saying? So
somebody gonna draft him.
Somebody gonna draft him anyway.
Yeah, somebody gonna draft him.
For that.
We already know that.
Or if they don't draft him, then the Lakers go get him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then
he gonna get drafted though.
But I understand the importance of like what you're saying about putting asses in seats and the entertainment part of it, because I told people like when, you know what I'm saying, when the Lakers, obviously last year and early on when they struggling more than they struggling now, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm keeping Bron at least till he break that record. He has to break that record in my uniform.
So look, let me say this. Now,
you gotta break that record in my uniform.
I know we a little bit pressed on time, but I'm gonna say this because this is something that I'm glad you brought up. I'm fucking tired of seeing the Lakers on primetime TV and they fucking suck, bro. They 13th in the West, bro. They got a fucking primetime game, if not every week. Why? What? Tell me what 13th, 14th seed has a primetime game every fucking week, bro.
You got box office players, bro.
I don't give a fuck, man. I mean, they losing.
Yeah, you're correct. But I'm telling you why. Because the same reason why Bron and people like that still got top selling jerseys, right? The same reason why. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I think it was the Orlando Magic. I may be mistaken on the team, but I'm almost pretty sure it was the Orlando Magic, right? They played the Lakers this year. This happened this year. Mm-hmm. They played the Lakers this year. They had the biggest crowd they ever had in franchise history.
Because they playing
the Lakers. People still want to see. People still coming out to see the Lakers, bro. That's why. That's why.
I'm tired of seeing them.
I understand.
Me personally, like I'm tired. The thing is, if they start winning like 5-6 games in a row, some shit like that, then okay, put them back on. I'm not saying don't play them on. I mean, they got to play on TV, but man, I'm not putting them on no primetime slot, nigga. They keep losing games, bro.
But I'm telling you why. But you see, you don't hear anything about the ratings slipping because they on primetime because people still tuning in to watch.
I'll turn that shit off.
I understand it. People think about this. Think about this. As much as people criticize, as much as people don't like, much as people whatever they have to say about Russ, all summer long, that's all the shows talked about was Russell Westbrook, whether good or bad or whatever like that. He's box office, bro. LeBron is box office, bro. Like the Lakers themselves are box office. So people want to hear what's going on with the Los Angeles Lakers, and I agree with you because I get upset. You know, I like Freak. I like, you know what I'm saying, Greek Freak, and so I like to watch Milwaukee Bucks. Here was the year, last year, the Milwaukee Bucks was the reigning champions from winning the year before and barely got talked about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I get what you're saying, but me personally, as a basketball fan, I'm fucking tired of seeing the Lakers on primetime TV and you fucking 13th in the West. You keep losing games. You losing multiple games, but you keep putting them on the I mean, now I get it. They want to catch him, break the record and all that shit. You got 176, 78 points before you break the record, which is fucking admirable. I get that. But I'm watching horrible basketball, bro. Sometimes they get beat back 20 points and shit. And you got these motherfuckers on the primetime game. After one game, you got them at the bottom game as a prime. Man, come on, bro. I'm tired of seeing that shit.
Okay, that's just like when you turn it on in the morning and you watch the shows. They talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, that's stupid.
They talking about
I'm tired of hearing.
And I agree that there's more players. Like I say, why are we not talking about Boston Celtics every day? Why are we not talking about Golden State? Why are we not talking about Milwaukee, whatever like that? Those players are not as box office as Bron, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, win or lose, hate them or love them, diss them, whatever you're talking about, they're gonna talk about Russ. You know what I'm saying? They box office, bro.
I guess. I'm like I said, for me, I'm tired of saying that shit.
Why do people come to the games to see him?
To see him lose.
I'm saying
hope.
But I'm saying
that's what they're coming for. They coming for hope. But they ain't fucking doing anything. Okay, but now when AD comes back, and if he stays healthy and they start to win multiple games, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, then yes. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't put them on prime time, but every fucking week, bro. Like, I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't put them on there. Because, yes, they are box office. But, bro, we're watching a 13 seed.
But I'm going to tell you this. And I like to go on record. They going to be tough when healthy, G. And I'm one of the ones who be on AD heels about being healthy. Like, if healthy, they're going to be a problem.
And I agree with you. I agree with that. They will be a problem if healthy. as of right now, put their ass on the regular LA station. You put them on every other week on the primetime game. I'm tired of seeing their ass on primetime every fucking week.
I got my partner pissed off over there, man. I don't have a problem with Bron, and I like Russ.
I love him.
I like Dennis Schroeder. You know what I'm saying? I like a couple. I like Bryant.
I like him too.
Bryant. So I don't mind seeing him. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand what you're saying, because if that was anybody else, because I think in the East. Well, like the Bulls, like the 13th seed or something, ain't they?
Yeah, I mean they close to that.
Somebody, I'm just saying,
higher than that.
I'm saying it's a caliber team like that, and they not on.
Yes, we don't get no primetime games.
Yeah.
Dude, every once in a while you see the Bulls on the primetime game, but these motherfuckers on there every week.
Yeah, they in. Shit, a couple times a week, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe about 2 times.
Sometimes twice a week.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right, man. We good. I'm on my soapbox, man.
Hey, man, so I guess NBA, TNT, whoever in charge of playing them games, man, Nick say take the Lakers off. I ain't got no problem, but Nick say take the Lakers off.
At least till they get a nice little 5, 6, 7 game win streak.
They've been on that, though.
They ain't been on shit like that. They went on a 3-game win streak.
I want to say they went 5.
Shit.
I want to say they went 5. I think they did. They did go 5.
You dreamt that shit.
I think they went 5.
You dreamt that shit.
And I say they I think they're going to get it together, but we'll see.
If healthy.
Bringing the business, baby.
All right, man.